Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, we're straight back on like that.
We're straight back on like that. Welcome back to the Into Deep podcast. The bitch is back.
The bitch is back.
Sophie Handsaker.
Yeah.
Back for round two.
Back for round two.
So round one was a huge success. Our most downloaded episode. Can you believe it?
Thank you. That's wonderful.
Best dressed always. She's got a little red dress on today.
Yes.
So we're back for round two. A lot of feedback. Very polarizing woman, Sophie.
Thank you.
So a lot of viral posts from her. A lot of positives.
Yep.
A lot of negative feedback as well,
Yeah,
which we're going to discuss today because you got a lot of feedback on the episode, and
Yep.
a lot of people were talking about judgment,
Sure.
and how to deal with it.
Yep.
Because you seem very authentic.
Yep.
You tell it like it is.
Yep.
Polarizing personality.
Yep.
So a lot of people are like, how can I, live life, without fear of judgment?
Yep.
So we're going to delve into that. We're going to read some of the nasty comments people have left online about you.
Okay, wonderful.
So I'll get the tissues ready for you.
Oh, tissues. I
Because
won't be crying.
yeah, I'm sure you're going to be okay
Only
with
God
that.
can judge me.
So yeah, let's start. So let's start by talking about the topic is judgment. So let's talk about like a time in your life when you felt extremely judged and it was a massive challenge for you.
This one, I'm so sorry to get deep straight away. This is
Maybe so. It's called In Too Deep. for a
okay. It's
reason.
called into deep. This is deep. So when my late partner passed away via suicide, it was at his funeral, and I had to walk down the chapel of Knox Grammar like I was on a murder trial. My mother started to cry, and she said to my dad, "Look at the way they're looking at her, as if I'd killed him. He died by suicide." And I remember it so deep. I was walking down Knox Chapel at the school, and people would look up from the pew, disgusted, like, there she is. That's what it looked like. It looked like a murder trial.
So the general consensus was like you drove him crazy. You
Yeah,
drove him to do this.
yeah. 100%. You're the reason why he's not here. And I will never forget it. It's like a pivotal part in my life, which was, it's actually heartbreaking because they're actually looking at me like, there she is. No one offered condolences to me. No one reached out at this funeral. No one. So I was alienated, judged, isolated, and for something that I'm not responsible for, and that's judgment. So they judged me based on his actions. She's the reason.
And did it ever make you question yourself and like maybe I was the reason?
Absolutely. You're joking.
Okay, let's talk about that. How did that make you feel? Like
That moment in my life was the time that I had to learn to rewire my thinking. And in a time where you're blamed for someone else's death, it's a huge thing to take on board, but realizing you are not the reason why. But of course I felt that way. Like, how couldn't you? His own mother would say that, He didn't feel this way before he met you, and thinking, okay. Depression and suicidal thoughts don't generate over 3 to 4 months and then 6 months later you pass away. That's not how life works. But overcoming the judgment of that, it took me years. Because what could I have done? What could I have done better? What could I have said to them to stop them from doing that? But if I keep revisiting that story, then only I suffer. So you have to let go of the judgment. You have to move on, and you have to rewrite the narrative that you tell yourself, because it goes on in your head over and over again. Was it me? What could I have done? Well, you have to move on from that. You rewire it. Suicide's complex. People that take their lives, often they plan it. So you then connect with someone that has had the experience in the story, and you start to rewire those thoughts because someone's opinion of you is not the reality. So I feel.
that's great. And it's all well and good because it makes sense rationally.
Yep.
But like as a young woman going through that, how did you find this information out?
To find that information, I had to connect with people that had shared a similar experience, and also spoke to a psychologist. Psychologists will tell you, any mental health professional will tell you, a lot of parents who are grieving will often point the finger at a spouse or a friend to say that you've caused this person to take their life. It's common. It's very,
Well,
very common.
I've heard of couples ever have a child who dies, or like 100% divorce rate. Basically.
Correct. Yep. So, it's very hard to overcome.
Yeah.
So it's normal for someone who's not in their rational mind or in their grieving process to blame someone else. And it's common. It's super common. But overcoming it, like you just said, it's very logical. It's very rational. It just takes time. Because it's very, very easy for us to get caught in the story that we tell ourselves and to relive that story, and it becomes our reality. But you have to rewire it. That is not a true thought. I'm not going to allow that thought to become my reality, and these are the things I choose to think about and focus on now.
Okay.
Got to unpack it.
So you had a psychologist teaching you this, and going like, did you do journaling or anything, or you literally like you would catch yourself with the thought of maybe this is my fault, and then go, no, fuck, that's bullshit.
Yep.
Implant a new thought.
Exactly.
And then rewire.
So he taught me, acknowledge the thought. So right now I'm thinking about my late partner's suicide and I'm feeling guilty. Yep, I choose to acknowledge that. That thought is not true, but right now I'm on the train going to work. I choose to focus on having a good day at work. So you acknowledge it, acknowledge the thought. I choose not to address the thought, and you change the thought, what you're thinking about. You got to change your thought. It's cognitive behavior. Change your thought for the day.
You were doing CBT therapy?
100%.
Okay.
Acknowledge it. Choose to think about something different.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting because CBT therapy is very kind of almost a new age style of therapy.
Yeah.
It doesn't vibe with a lot of people.
That's right.
It focuses in the here and now. They don't talk about your past. And
Yeah, that's right.
It's very much like, cool, what's your problem today?
Yep.
You're saying X, Y, Z, and let's implant that with new thoughts.
Yep.
So that was very effective for you?
For me, it was.
Okay.
Because my mind's pretty powerful. So if I can acknowledge a thought and move on through my day, it worked for me. But the thing is, some people don't have that resilience. You know what I mean? When people say, I don't care what people think, but they fucking do.
Yeah. But like, do you think it's about, because I think to an extent, do you not give a fuck what people think? Like, or do you just kind of see it and go, yeah, I kind of care, but I don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, does it still trigger you, basically, is what I'm saying? Like, when you see these negative comments coming on your videos saying this bitch is a narcissist.
Yeah.
She's a psychopath, blah, wouldn't want to fucking be in a room with this girl type thing, et cetera. Like, does that bother you at all? Like, do you flinch at all? You just,
I find it funny.
Okay.
Because imagine if I cared what people thought, I wouldn't be. It's okay, got to remember this, Geoff, as well. And you would know this with your podcast. If you're afraid of what people think, don't go out and put yourself on a social media platform. So all these people that go out there, men, women, whoever, put themselves on a public platform, don't put anything on a public platform that you're scared to be judged about. So if you're going to put yourself on a platform, be open to criticism, be open to judgment. You're there in front of people saying, talking, acting a certain way. Sweetheart, don't go crying at home when you're being judged.
Yeah, this really resonates. There's a guy, and I talk about him a lot in this podcast, Dr. John DeMartini. Have you heard about him?
Yes.
So check him out if you're into personal development. He has this sort of philosophy that you will only grow to the level that you're able to accept criticism, right? And he uses the president of the US as the ultimate, like Donald Trump.
Wonderful.
There are billions of cunts who hate that guy.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
But he doesn't give a fuck.
That's it.
But there's also billions of people who love him.
Yes.
So you have to be able to accept both sides, the good and the bad.
Yep.
And so I guess you take that on board pretty well.
I take it on board pretty well. You've got to remember as well, you just said it then, so poignant. Billions of people hate him, but billions of people love him. Stay close to the ones that love you. Who gives a fuck about the other people?
Yeah.
Like you don't, and the thing is, well, you'll know this as well, Geoff, as you get older, we're approaching our 30s, you're a father, you're a business owner. All those little small things, small little gestures, small things that people say, they actually don't mean anything in the scheme of things when you look at it. And just stay close to the ones that love you, because the ones that love you will love you no matter what. So they love you when you're up, they love you when you're down, they love you when you're here or you're there. Yeah. Stay close to those people because they're always going to support you. You don't have to second guess their friendship or their loyalty. They're there for you. Stay close to those people. Yeah,
it's funny you say that because one thing that I do with my clients, I sort of build this like little circle, right? Circle of influence, I call it, right? So you work out, because people criticizing you are usually people who don't fucking matter in your life.
Wonderful. Or they're doing less than you.
Correct. So people don't punch up.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
They punch. So yeah, they punch up, not down.
Yeah, that's right. Of course.
No one above you is going to come and criticize.
No way.
So get really clear on who's your inner circle? Like, who do you actually care? Like,
Yep.
is there anyone in your life that if they came to you and criticise you, you'd actually take it on board?
Yeah, probably my dad.
Yeah.
So it's probably the only person I listen to.
Yeah, so you've got your inner circle, right?
Yep.
And yours is very small.
Yeah, it's very
But
small.
I think the general person might have I'm talking to people who would like, who's organising your funeral if you died today? Like, those are the real
Like,
serious
good
people in your life.
question, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
who's there doing the dirty work
Yeah.
when you pass away? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like who really matters in your life? Because what you find is exactly people who don't matter are the ones criticising you
100%.
and giving you shit.
Yep.
So talk to me, like obviously your skin would be pretty thick, and like it's funny because we're talking about judgment on social media, saying nasty
Yep.
things, whatever, and you've had such a more drastic case, right?
Yep.
People accusing you of, driving someone to commit
Yeah,
suicide.
that's right. Yep.
How can someone listening develop thicker skin without having such a huge traumatic
Yeah.
experience? Because that's obviously your blessing from that trauma.
Yeah, of
you had
course
to,
it
you had
is.
to go through that, and then
Yep.
through the other side, your skin is much thicker.
Yep.
Right. So when someone says something on social media, you laugh.
Yeah, I do laugh.
So how can the general person have thicker skin without going through something so traumatic like you did?
That's a great question. I think also as well, Geoff, when you look at it, there are going to be different situations and circumstances in a person's life where they have to grow thick skin. Whether it's a workplace with a bully and you think, oh my God, fuck this Karen. It could be a friend within a social group where you think, why is she invited? Like no one likes her. Or it could be just a family member. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Those people, it's common, right? You think, oh shit, I'm going to work today and that person's working, or why is this person at that event? I think you have to realize that people, to develop thick skin, do not become like essentially arrogant or irreverent. I don't want you to become arrogant like, oh, fuck this person, fuck that. I don't mean it like that.
That's what you got a lot of.
Yeah.
You got a lot of that.
Yes.
This bitch doesn't care about
Yeah.
anyone else. Like
Yeah.
she's a narcissist.
That's right.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yes, it comes
So,
across like that. I think that you don't have to be like Sophie Handsaker because you never will be. There's only one of me, let's be honest. But I think to develop thick skin, you actually have to start with yourself. So, good thing is, why are you offended by that person? If you know full well that's not you, that's not who you are, it's clearly a projection, why are you so triggered by them? Work on yourself. People that criticize other people, it's usually a form of projection. Why on earth would you take into consideration what that person's just said about you when they're clearly not doing better than you, when they are, I'm going to say it, maybe even below you? Why even take that on board? I just look at them and go, okay, cool. Don't take on board people's criticism and feedback as personal. Just let it go. Not every single comment needs a reply as well.
Yeah. I love that. So that was going to be my next question. So you're saying like when people are judging you, that it's obviously more about them
Of course it is.
than it is about you.
Well, what is it like? You know when you go to a shop assistant and they're having a bad day and you think, fuck, that person was in a bad mood. That's probably not who they are. You just got them in a bad time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty big on that. I can tell when someone's frazzled. I've got pretty high emotional IQ and I know that's not them. So
Yeah,
you don't talk about, don't you? You know when you call your mum and you think, oh, fuck, she's not having a good day? She'd be, yes, Geoff, or she's, you know what I mean, a bit frazzled.
Yeah.
That's not who they are. She's having a bad day. They're having a bad run. So I think also that as well.
Yeah. Well, it's about being empathetic and understanding that like you don't know what the fuck is going on for other people.
Thank you.
Right? People flick you off in traffic,
Yep.
rude to you at the shops,
Yep.
blah, blah, blah. Instead of going, what if I can just go, Jesus, that person's probably got some shit going
Yep.
on. You've got no idea
Yep.
what they're dealing with.
I agree.
Right?
Yep.
Right. So talk to me. You mentioned, and we talk a lot about this on the podcast, like everyone says, work on yourself, do this. Like
Yep.
when you say work on yourself, what do you mean?
Oh my goodness, this is a great question. Go spend some time by yourself. You'll find out who you are when you go sit somewhere without a phone, somewhere quiet and just sit and see what comes up into your mind.
And then what?
Well, then you unpack those thoughts. What are those thoughts? I'm overwhelmed. I'm failing. Wow, I haven't done this. See what they are. Unpack them. You spend enough time by yourself, Geoff, and unpack those thoughts. You'll get to know yourself really quick. A strong person is someone that doesn't need to be around people all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
You know those people. They got a small circle of friends and not afraid to do things by themselves. Almost independent. They're independent. I think another thing though as well, in terms of learning to be independent, is that if you can't sit by yourself and unpack your thoughts, you're scared to be alone, that's a whole problem within itself. you're probably riddled with anxiety. People say, how do you just sit by yourself? How do you do things by yourself? I prefer that time for me. I prefer solitude. I don't know.
The tricky one because the world we live in today, like with this fucking thing.
That's what I mean.
Like people
It's a
can
problem.
distract themselves
Yep.
with a mobile phone.
Yep.
There's a million ways, like drugs, alcohol. Yep. Pornography.
Pornography.
The phone's huge. I have a massive problem with my phone. Like I waste so much time.
Join the club.
It's fucking waste.
Yeah, of course.
It's terrible.
But you can admit it. So
Yeah.
that's admission
It's
is
something
wonderful.
I'm working on, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
100%.
course.
Yeah.
What do you mean by so much time? Do you think are you scrolling? Are you just scrolling? What
Doom scrolling a lot, yeah.
Like, are you laughing when you look at? How do you feel when you're on? Are you laughing? Are you happy?
It's like I don't even know. It's like I'm so unaware of what I'm doing. It's just it's like an autopilot.
Okay.
It's just like a response to numb myself sometimes.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like especially being a single dad.
Yep.
Right? Like after a shift with the girls, a full day or whatever, I like feel fucking brain dead.
Yeah.
Like I can't even make it to the TV.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? I'm just like I can't even be bothered to switch the fucking TV on. I'm like,
are you get jealous when you go through Instagram?
nah, I'm not like that.
Okay, wonderful. That's good.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
So I don't see it as a tool going, oh, I wish like they look happy.
You're not
oh, this
comparing
business is
yourself.
good.
Okay,
No,
good.
It's more just like mindless numbing. I'm
Okay.
looking at stupid fucking reels. and,
Okay,
like,
good. That's me. I think that's the
legit.
problem.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a problem. It's when you're going through it and you're comparing yourself.
I think I beat myself up because I could be doing so much more with my time.
Oh no, don't just no. You got to have some sort of. I don't think that's a waste of time.
Okay. I noted. So it's more time doing reels for me.
Oh, well, I think that if you're getting, I just sit there sometimes just do like I laugh at the reels.
look,
I wouldn't
guess,
say it's a
like,
waste of time.
Is it different to TV? Like just vegging out and watching a fucking Seinfeld episode?
I think you need it as a parent, mate. I don't think that is even should be a blimp on the radar.
Okay.
Well, unless of course you're and heavily depressed and you're
Yeah.
on the phone scrolling for 6 hours and annoying your kid and your kid's jumped off a bench and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No,
Okay.
I don't think that's an issue.
Okay. Now tell me, like, so you don't feel critical at all from anything that
No,
happens to you?
I do you know what I think it is? And I can't remember who said this. They said if you are scared of what people think about you, you're already living in fear. Therefore, you've already lost to life. So we wear masks, right? We got to wear a mask at work. We wear a mask as a mum. I don't believe in wearing a mask anywhere I go. What you see is what you get. And I see so many people lose themselves in their own journey, in their roles and their roles at work, roles as a parent, roles as a friend, to wear a mask because they're scared of being judged and the fear of being disliked. I feel sorry for them.
Yeah. Well, like it's hard because we are, as humans, we're still like, we have this caveman brain of being like, we want to be part of the tribe.
I know, it's terrible.
Right? It's normal for humans to be like, I don't want to be outed from the tribe, even though in this modern day it doesn't fucking matter what tribe.
It doesn't.
Like you choose your own fucking tribe these days. But like, how can people do a better job of being their authentic selves? Because like you're right, we are scared of being not accepted. Like that's a number one fear of humans.
Well, I think this. Now I'm going to get deep now here. You know, when you hang out with a certain group of people, you're either going to walk away feeling uplifted or fuck, that was draining. If you hang around people that are negative and they complain, you'll become like that. Jason used to be able to guess who I've hung out with during the day. Our comeback fucking feminist against men don't do it. He goes, holy shit, babe. You're fucking fired up. You've been hanging around too many single mums that hate men and you'll come back attacking me. You're safe here, you say to me, babe, don't hang out with those, but they hate men. So you are who you hang around is what you are. Like,
So the 5 people you hang around are basically who you become, right?
And
The
don't
top
hang
5
around
people.
losers.
Yeah.
Like, it's simple. Another one, my brother, you know what he says to me? My brother is so fit. He's 40. He's an Adonis. And he says, why the fuck would you take advice on that doesn't look better than you? So I have these idiots, you know, wherever I go, oh my God, do you eat McDonald's? Babe, I look better than you. Why on earth would I take, you know, those people come to the gym, hey, Geoff, you know, I heard there's a new technique about blah, 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 no gluten. Babe, you're fat. Do you get what, you know what I'm saying? Is it true or not?
Of course. Like as a personal trainer for years, like people might see you at the
You
club and
know
go, oh, you're drinking. And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah, babe.
what, you don't think I drink
Yeah,
at
that's it.
McDonald's? Like what the fuck is
Yeah,
that?
I'd still outlift you any day of the week. Yeah, I know, it's funny.
I love that. And I have this saying as well, similar to your brothers, like do not take advice from someone who isn't where you want to be, right? Business advice. if someone's not in a happy relationship, don't fucking listen to them. If someone doesn't have a successful business, like you can take it on board as much as you want, but like, why would you take relationship from advice from someone who's not in a happy
100%.
relationship, right?
Yep.
So it's the exact same.
Yep. Also as well, touching on the caveman analogy where we want to feel connected or whatever, just be careful what draws you to be connected to those people. So, for instance, as we grew up in our 20s, it's the party culture. Some of those people, and you know them, are still stuck in that party culture from the 20s and they haven't really progressed much. Do you get what I mean? There's no progression. They've got no momentum. Yeah. They're still stuck there living at home week by week, whatever. Stay away from those people.
Yeah, it's hard to rip yourself away from that identity because I struggle with that as well. Like I, would be at the pub every weekend with my friends, and then sometime in my early 20s, I was like, I fucking like same people, same place,
100%.
Still love those guys, but I was just like, this isn't for me. And
that's
like,
right.
To pull myself away from that identity, it was really hard.
Yep.
Because you say to the boys, hey, I'm not going to the pub, and they're like, what do you mean? Like
look at that.
The Geoff we know.
Yep. But judgment. Oh, you're not coming. Why aren't you drinking?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's hard.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because we don't want to be ousted from the tribe.
Thank you.
Right? So you essentially have to accept that you might be ousted in certain areas. But at the end of the day, your real friends won't give a fuck.
Thank you.
Like they might be like, at the start, why isn't Geoff at the pub?
Yep.
But at the end of the day, they don't really care.
No, that's it.
And I haven't lost any of those mates who still go to the pub.
That's
not a problem
the point.
at all. Still like to go out occasionally, right? But it's not an every weekend for
That's
me,
right. Yep, that's exactly right. People that respect and love you will stay around. They bring out the best in you. So, just stay away from people that just got no momentum or growth because they're usually scared of being judged themselves. Therefore, they won't show any sign of growth because they're scared. You know those friends, how'd you do that? So I'll stay away from that person.
Yeah.
They're not going to take any risk in their lives to receive a certain reward.
Yeah.
So, stay away from those people.
So, I guess you can't be scared of being cold by certain people, right?
Why not? Don't be scared to cut people off.
So what would you say to people who do have this massive fear of being authentic and being themselves?
I think that you have to learn that sometimes what comes along with authenticity can be a whole host of loneliness because you're going to cut your friends in half. When you actually become who you want to become. It's a lonely road. It's a lonely road. And also as well, let's be honest, like social media, this Instagram stuff, it's all it's so fake. Don't let that convince you that having 5 friends isn't enough and I'm not out at these restaurants or bars every weekend. These people are losers. Yeah. You see them. Yeah, it's hard because everyone knows that in theory social media is just a highlight reel. But like you said, people are sitting there scrolling going, oh, fuck, they look happy. Oh, this business looks successful. Yeah, that's it, yes. I'm not doing anything, blah, blah. Yeah. So how do you, as a young mother, and I believe you said you're trying for a second kid. Trying for a second, yeah. Okay, young mother, going to have 2 kids. I don't know if you're going to have any more, but let's say 2 for now. Yes. How do you feel about social media and what are you going to try to regulate social media for your kids growing up? How are you going to handle that? Well, that's a good question. I think based on my son's personality, I think he's probably going to really enjoy social media. He's a character. How will I moderate? You're starting an account for him now. What's that? Starting an account for him now. Yeah, starting an account for him now. Yeah. I think for kids, I think it's about education. Explaining to them that what you see is not always real, especially on social media, and just be wary of what you want to put out there. That sounds so simple because it's so fucking complex. And I see all these studies come out of the US that teenage girls in particular, suicide rates, depression, anxiety are through the roof. Yeah, of course. It's insane because no one looks good enough. And these apps that make you look like a different person. You're joking. There are young women in their teens, using apps to make their face look different. And that fucking breaks my heart. Oh, it's so sad. Like I look at my little daughter and, we sometimes go on Snapchat and do the weird, funny filter faces and shit. But they're going to be exposed to that, probably at a really young age. Yep. So how do you, you say education, what are you going to fucking tell your son? I don't know, but I have just heard, I've heard some shockers with people that have kids now. Tell me about them. Oh, they're 12-year-old girls wanting to wear eyelash extensions, shave their legs, get a spray tan. They're 12. I've heard of girls in high school getting Botox. Oh, that's is that even legal? No, it's not. They have to be over 18. That's sad. That's sad. Well, maybe it's getting booze. They just go and do it with a fake ID or whatever. I don't know, but I've heard of girls. That's yeah. Of course, that's not good. You look at 16-year-old girls that look like they're 20, and I what I would say to those girls: don't wish your life away, because I remember when I was 16, I said, I can't wait to be 25, and now I'm 37. And I think, wow, you spend so much time wishing you were somewhere that you're not there. And then when you get there, you think, I'm here now. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So we spend so much time wishing, okay, I can't wait to get married. I can't wait to have kids. I can't wait to have the business. We get there, we want something else. You've just totally derailed all your hard work in that process and not enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That's a hard thing to do, to pull yourself back and say, I'm here now. I'm happy. I'm content. I'm in a good space. Whatever is next is a bonus.
Yeah. That's called the hedonistic treadmill.
Okay, so I'm in that. I'm in that mode of my life, and I'm content.
Yeah.
We've been trying for a baby for a while. My husband would say that we really haven't been trying, but I'm doing these things, and I'm getting a bit anxious about it all. And just recently I've let it all go, and someone said, you look different, you look happy. I've let it go. What will be, will be.
Yeah.
If the baby comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, it's actually okay.
Yeah.
And the form of letting go, when you let go of something you cannot control and focus, it's an old tale. If you let go of the things that you can't control and focus on what you can control, you watch your life change.
Yeah. It's very Eastern philosophy, which I fucking love. Have you read The Power Now?
I haven't read The Power Now. Should I read it?
You would have heard about it many times.
Okay.
No, because you're already living it. And so Eckhart Tolle is the author.
Okay, it's a complex read, isn't it?
It's actually a really basic one.
Oh, okay. I heard it's
really
complex.
Basic one. It's like an introduction to meditation and mindfulness and
Okay.
stuff.
Yep.
He talks a lot, which I fucking love, about there's the inner world, and the goal of life is to basically master your inner world, right? What happens out here doesn't matter. And just like you said before, I'm okay if I have a baby,
Correct.
I'm okay if I don't have a baby,
Yep.
right? You're not attached to the outcome.
No.
You know inside of you, no matter what comes your way, that you're going to be okay. And that's the goal of life. Master the inner game, not the outer game.
This is what I'm always going to be okay.
Yeah.
I've said this for years. You're always going to be okay.
Yeah.
No matter what. I actually believe it. It makes me emotional. I actually believe that I'm always going to be okay. No matter what, I'm always going to be okay. If you can tell yourself that every day, it changes everything. I'm always going to be okay.
Yeah.
Also as well, very point thing. Say, for instance, right now, Geoff, we're trying for these certain things, right? So maybe you want to have your first baby or your second baby. Maybe it's the new car that you want to buy. Maybe you're saving to buy your first property. Maybe you're starting the business. Do not attach yourself as that outcome being what makes you happy. That's what I mean. Don't attach yourself to that. Having a second kid's not going to make me happier. It's a bonus.
Yeah.
If this business doesn't succeed, it doesn't mean I'm a failure.
Yeah.
It's attachment. What do you attach yourself to that makes you feel happy or fulfilled?
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah, 100%. It's funny because even with this podcast, right, it's something that I love doing. And if no one downloaded it,
Yep.
it'd be fine. Because
That's
I
good.
love having you here to sit on the couch.
Yes.
Obviously, I'd love for it to take off
Yes.
and go ballistic.
Yes.
But if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm just going to keep at it.
Wonderful.
It
You
doesn't
should.
stop,
Yep.
you know what I mean?
Look at these people that don't achieve it now and they achieve it in 7 years.
100%.
Got to be mindful of that.
Yeah.
A lot of
100%.
stories are like that.
Yeah.
And I like that. You've got to remember that consistency is
Yeah,
king.
put your head down, 100%.
Put your head down.
And don't worry about the outcome.
Don't remember the outcome.
So speaking of podcasts, we're going to now take a little turn and we're going to read some of the comments that you've been receiving
Wonderful.
on socials. Okay, so we're going to play the clip. That's going to play in the background. And here's some of the negative stuff you've been getting, okay? And it's funny because on social media, it's usually the people with like no display pics.
Yes,
no
I
phones.
love them.
And you just kind of picture these people like sitting on the couch and you're just like, fuck. Like, and again, like we said, someone at the cafe who's rude to you, whatever, like you feel sorry for these people in a way.
I do, yeah.
And to be sitting there feeling that they want to waste enough time and energy.
Yes.
Commenting on someone, judging someone, and it's like it's 30-second clip.
Yeah.
And people have a lot to say about you from watching this quick
That's right.
30-second clip.
Yeah.
So we've got Young Cougs1 is the handle there.
Yeah.
You're a cunt.
Did he?
That's never been told no. LOL with 2 L's. Anything? Is that we getting anything from that? Just a little bit of
Does it
laughter.
actually say that?
Yeah, that's actual.
It
That's
says you're a
actual.
cunt.
I don't know if we can say that on the show.
And you know
Yeah,
what's funny
starts with
though?
you're a cunt, and he spelled you're wrong, and he
Yeah. So that's there you go. That's his first problem. Go back to school, sweetheart.
Yeah. Okay. Number 2, we have Lanites. Authentic is a new word for narcissist.
Of course, you'd say that.
So let's talk about that one a little bit because you specifically, like in the clip, you talk about setting boundaries and
Yep.
you're very firm on your boundaries
Yep.
and what they are. And people took that for being totally inflexible.
Yep.
As in like, I won't listen to anyone. Like Like, let's talk a bit, like, tell us the other side of the story of that.
No, I think a healthy boundary is where you can set a boundary of, okay, no, I don't want to partake in that activity. Or number two, it's like, hey, I've already given this person this job so much, I don't want to do that anymore. It's a healthy boundary.
Okay.
Why on earth would I want to put myself in a position that is either causing me harm or making me become in an overwhelmed state? Sort of like when a job runs its course. Do you know what I mean? When a job or relationships runs its course, why do I need to stay? Because I want to make sure the other person is going to be okay? Or, well, I better not let my boss down? No, I say fuck that. Resign, dump, move on.
Yeah.
Sounds inflexible? No, I call that a boundary.
Yeah. So I guess like what people think is that you are just like, yes, you are absolutely not willing to bend on your boundaries, but it's not like you can not negotiate in areas of your life, right?
Babe. I'm too giving. You're joking. Yeah. Ask my friends, man. I'm loyal. I'm like a blonde pit bull. I'm blonde pit bull, bro. I'm so loyal. I say to my friends, what do you need me to do? I'm up for it. Aggravated assault, whatever up for it. No, I'm not really. Well, actually, I'm up for it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Are we going to talk about that?
Where are we going? What are we going to talk about?
We're going to delve deep in the aggravated assault. Or what?
I mean, she was 80 years old. She was asking for it.
Yeah, okay.
That's a joke, guys.
It happened. Jokes, guys, jokes.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. We've got Roughneck Oslo on YouTube. I'm so assertive that my mum had to tell my boyfriend how assertive I am. Okay, sure.
What's that? I'm so assertive I had to
tell my mum... tell my boyfriend. I had to tell my mum to tell my boyfriend how assertive I am.
I like that. It's funny. I didn't know
that's a funny one.
I think that's like, I don't know how to respond to that. Yeah, fair enough. Good
that's
for
a pretty
you,
funny one.
Yeah.
It's called selfishness, and then there's another one. She sounds rather proud of herself. She may find herself very alone one day. Don't think you are cute if you're just being a selfish brat.
Oh my God, I've been called a brat so many times and I love it.
When's the last time you got called brat?
My husband calls me a brat.
Every day?
Are you joking? Yeah. I have people at my house one time and they say, hey Sophie, I don't think you're that spoiled. I said, no. And Jace goes, she's spoiled, bro. You're joking. I don't think she is. Am I a brat? Yeah, of course. My parents say that. Like, we never really told you no, and it shows.
Yeah.
But whatever. I think also as well, I am the product I'm the product of someone that's been loved by a very strong father figure.
Yeah. Yeah, we spoke about your dad on.
Yeah, I'm a strong. I got a strong. Yeah. Call
me
a brat.
A lot of character from your dad, right?
Yeah, of course. Call me a brat. Who cares? I just think that's what a poor person would say.
Okay, I like that.
Only poor people complain about not having money. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a rich person never said, "Oh God, it's so hard having so much money." Only poor people say that.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's only poor people that are complaining about the cost of living.
Yeah, I love that's going to go viral.
It's true. I feel sorry for you guys. Sorry about that.
That's polarizing.
Yeah,
okay.
should have got a better job.
So let's talk about growth. Right? So humans need to feel like they're growing, I think, to feel satisfied, because if you're not growing, you're dying.
Yep.
So what does growth look like for you at the moment in your life?
Wow, okay. Now the hustle era of look at me, I do so much, I think is a demise to society because we're burning ourselves to the ground.
I think that kind of rationality is kind of dying with the new generation. Don't you think? People are now like wellness, self-care, like that's like the younger generation is coming through. We don't want to work fucking 5 days a week. Yeah. We want to, you know what I mean? Like I think that's kind of changing. The hustle culture is changing a little bit.
So I think we should be working 5 days. I think that's fucking ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? But I just think that Denzel Washington says it. You could be so busy in a day, but what do you actually achieve? Productivity, growth. Now, growth looks different to everyone, Geoff, in all different facets, right? Depending on what stage of life you're in. Growth on me looks like a present mother, a happy mother, someone that is physically and mentally strong. How does that happen? How does growth happen to me? When I choose to have strong daily habits and goals, exercise, eating well, going to bed, less partying, less time on the phone. That's what growth looks like to me. Because as you know, there are so many little distractions in our life. Instagram, partying, boys or girls, social events. When we choose not to let those things distract us and if we've got momentum, that's growth to me. Because we go back to old habits. Going to the pub on the weekend, doom scrolling at 8 o'clock. You don't have to sit there for an hour and do doom scrolling. Cut it down to 20 minutes and then, I don't know, do something else. I think that's what growth looks like to me.
Okay.
Growth is being content.
Yeah.
I don't think we should always look for the next thing. I think that's very dangerous. That's depression to me.
Yeah.
I've achieved this. What's new? Oh, so you can't sit where you are. What you've achieved. Reflection. Look how far I've come. People don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm big on reflection and then looking at the next step.
I was going to say, how do you judge that you're growing? Because you mentioned a whole bunch of metrics there. Like, do you take some time alone to be like, how are these areas of my life going, or do you just can know by how you feel from day to day?
I think I know how I feel also as well. I think it's an indication of people around you. Are people happy around you? Do people invite you places?
Yeah.
Is your husband or wife happy? Is your child happy? They're direct reflection of you. Is your kid happy? Is your house clean?
Yeah.
Is your mind healthy? Do you know what I mean? I know I'm healthy because I've got a healthy body, a healthy mind, and a healthy home. They're a direct reflection.
Yeah.
What's the state of your house like?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Have a look around. What do you reckon?
Yeah, well, spotless. You know what I mean? It's like, I hopped into a girl's car the other day and I said to her, holy shit, do you live in here? She said, no, why? I said, fucking looks like it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm thinking
direct
of
reflection of who you are.
Yeah. It's funny because an old mentor had a quote, which I quite loved. It was always happy, never satisfied. Right? So there's nothing wrong with chasing the next mountain peak, right? It's like just being content.
Yep.
Like we said, if you're climbing the next mountain peak and you don't happen to hit it, it's all good.
Yep.
Just keep climbing.
The other
Because it never ends, right?
Yep.
Because you'll end up like going, like you said, the hedonistic treadmill.
Yep.
Hitting one goal, going, fuck, need a bigger house, need a bigger car, need more money, need to do this, need to do the next promotion, blah, blah, blah.
Dangerous.
Correct. So make sure you're doing it for the right reasons.
The other thing as well, and I'm sure this is going to resonate with a lot of people, and I've been this way, guys, and I say this with such vulnerability. Do not get caught in the trap of trying to prove to others how well you're doing. I used to be like this. I used to document every single little bit of my life to show people on Instagram, how well is she doing? Look at me, I've got the cafe. Look at me, I've got the car. Look at me, I did the 7-kilometer run. Look at me, I'm picking my son up from school. Look at me, I'm in Byron Bay. Get rid of that.
Yeah.
You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Whether you want to be loud and proud on Instagram or social media, do that, but don't get in the trap of trying to prove it to people. Do it for your own reason. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't do it to show. Do it because you want to do it.
Yeah, 100%. And I had that as well, especially in my early 20s. I wanted to, because I didn't do well in school, right?
Yep.
And people would go, and this guy's not going to be successful.
Yep.
So I wanted to open a gym. I wanted to show people I could do it.
There you go.
I wanted to show people I could have a successful business.
Yep.
I was flaunting things. I used to and look, this is a lot of young men. I was like,
Same.
showed off on Instagram, just like fucking doing squats.
Yeah,
going,
good.
Oh, I used to have a podcast. Oh, podcast got 10,000 downloads. Like I wanted everyone to know.
That's what I mean, showcasing.
I'm doing well.
Yep.
Right. Very different. But like, yeah, that was definitely me in my early 20s.
Yeah, that's a really dangerous loop to get stuck in. Yeah.
Tell me, are there any parts of yourself that you're still learning to accept?
I'm going to actually learning. There's still parts of myself that I'm learning to accept. I mean, I'm a pretty hot-headed, impulsive sort of girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
Surprising.
Yeah, it surprises everyone. Don't you worry. Trying to accept. I mean, everyone's got flaws and things that you're trying to accept. I would probably think for me, and my mum's going to love this, she says to me often, so have you got to learn to play the game of life. Believe it or not, I'm actually quite an emotional person. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I think learning to accept at times when people make a comment, whether it's in business, whether it's in motherhood, whether it's in my profession, whether it's in a social group, not every single comment deserves a response. Sometimes you can just smile at someone and say thank you. Not everything deserves the energy. I'm learning to control that impulsiveness to want to be confrontational towards people sometimes.
Okay.
People make a comment, it's okay, you can just leave it. Don't have to bite back all the time.
Okay.
I'm pretty emotional like that. I'll bite back, always got something to say, let it go.
Okay.
Not everything deserves a response. And having no response is a response.
And how do you catch yourself when you're about to, someone says something that you might find annoying or whatever, and you just want to rinse them? Like how do you stop that?
I'm going to be honest. Sometimes I just fail miserably. And
When's the last time you rinsed someone?
Oh, goodness me. The last time I really let it go.
Yeah.
The last time I really let it go, I was in the gym training and some hot-headed sort of bloke who people are scared of made a derogatory comment and I just lost it. And he doesn't come to the gym anymore. So there are times like that. You can't argue with an idiot as well. Like you get idiots a lot of the time in all facets of my life. Just let the idiot have their conversation. Let them say what they're going to say and just walk away.
Yeah.
Don't get stuck going tit for tat.
It's hard arguing with it.
I know it's hard, Geoff, because I've been there.
But I heard a great response to argue. There's a guy called Adam Grant. I think he's a psychologist.
Okay,
he's all over Instagram and stuff. He's a bald guy like myself. And he says...
He's a what guy?
Bald man.
Oh, bald guy.
A beautiful bald man. Yeah. And he says if you're ever arguing with someone who you think's an idiot, and you say it's a political thing, right?
Yep.
You're arguing with someone with a different political party.
Yep.
You literally just say to them and go, is there anything that I can say to you to change your mind? Right? Because then and there, like people, you're never going to change someone's mind.
That's right.
They might just go, no, there's nothing you can say. And then what's the point in arguing with someone who's so one-minded? There's no point. It's just a waste of time and energy.
It is.
You know what I mean?
I like that thought as well. Also as well, you can't argue with an idiot. I've always big firm like, okay. But you know what's
You can, and it's fucking terrible.
Oh yeah, you
It's
can.
a waste
But
of
you know
time and
what?
energy.
So yeah, good point. I like that, Geoff. Well done. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
That's a very
Thank
good
you.
point. It's raining outside, by the way.
Talk to me. So what do you do to work on your own personal development? Like, are you a book girl? I know with the ADHD, you're probably not sitting down reading books every night.
So-
Like, what do you do?
Tell me this. Do you read?
Look, I like to think I do, but hardly these days.
Yep.
Being a dad, my brain feels fried.
So this is the same. I'm in the same boat as you. I'd like to read more. I don't read enough. I don't know how healthy it is for you.
I go through phases.
Yep,
Like,
okay.
I'm not like a non-reader, but like at the moment, more podcasts, audio books, journaling, that sort of stuff. It's just working for me. Things work in different phases of your life.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I've got someone, Joe Dispenza.
Yeah, I know. I love Joe. Most of my guests talk about him at some stage.
Makes me emotional to think about how he thinks about rewiring your brains for the thoughts. You attach your thought to a reality, and that's a reality you're actually living in. His last interview with Jay Shetty,
Yeah.
rewiring your thoughts or stay broke and stay exhausted. You must listen to this.
What's Stay Broke, Stay Exhausted? Is that the
That's
podcast
what
name?
the podcast is
Okay.
called, Stay Broke or Stay Exhausted. We're living in this realm of reality and we are relying on old habits which are not giving us any growth or momentum, and we're attached to them because we like to feel comfortable. So a new thought or a new habit or a new routine creates fear. It's unknown.
Yeah.
You have to get used to feeling uncomfortable for a while. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, he's number one key on saying, I'm Sophie Handsaker. I drive the same cafe every morning. I go the same route. I go to the gym. I do the same thing. I hang out with the same people. And so you're never going to be the person you want to become by doing the same thing.
How do you expect a different outcome?
Yeah.
That's what he says about. Exactly right.
It's exactly like you said, rewind back to how you were dealing with rewiring your brain through the suicide. You had to rewire your thoughts.
That's
You
right,
had
of
to
course.
act like a different person.
Otherwise, you stay attached to that reality, and that's the reality I live. Imagine if I was still back there 10 years ago.
Yeah.
What a sad life.
Yeah. And he's huge. Like his book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. So there's some questions in that book are just so, like, if you can read those questions every day, like, if, for example, you wake up every day instead of just autopilot, doing the same fucking thing, being a dad, doing this, who do I want to be? Like, what's your intention? Like, who do you want to be today?
Who do you want to be today?
What do you want to stop doing today? If I was living by this, I'd wake up and go, I don't want to fucking scroll on my phone for 2 hours tonight.
How do you want to show up?
But I have to be present and I have to actually set the intention of how I want to behave.
Yep. How do you want to make other people feel around you?
Yeah.
You want to be a happy
Correct.
dad? You want to go to the pub and be, do you get what I mean? How do you want people to feel around you?
Yeah. And how do you want to feel yourself? Do you want to feel joy,
Yes.
happiness? Do you want to feel anxious or do you want to feel love? Like, so you have to actually outline what emotions, thoughts and feelings you want to feel in your brain and think about it all the time. I'm huge on, you have to like look, and we had Nerida, we had her friend Sarah on here, and like, I'm all for this, writing how you want to, like writing this stuff so you see it all the time. So you think about it in the shower, you see it in your journal, you see it in your office. Nerida said it takes 400 new thoughts to rewire your brain.
Yeah, that's
right. So say you had that thought going, I caused a suicide, you had to take 400 times to go, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Catch yourself 400 times, right?
I think also as well, if you want love, you need to give love. So you can't be this negative sort of what's a word like what caged person if you're looking for love. If you want to give love or find love, you need to be love. Be what you attract. Don't be being married didn't work out, cagey, negative, hostile towards having a partner. You need to be love, be light.
Well, you need to love yourself, right, as well as the same. You need to love yourself
Self-love.
before you can actually accept healthy love.
100%.
Okay.
I think your partner is a reflection of who you are.
Totally. And you rise to each other's level,
Yep.
right? Either someone will drop down to meet the other person, and the other person will rise to the occasion, but you end up at the same level as the person you're with, whether you like it or not, right?
Yeah, and Matthew McConaughey says, and I love it, he's another great book to read. He
Green
says,
Lights?
Green Lights.
I've listened to it. His voice
Okay.
is fucking
So
mad.
he says, it's okay to be in front of your partner sometimes because it happens in different stages of the relationship, but don't get too far ahead of them.
Yeah.
And I love that. It's okay.
Because then it ends.
Yeah, well, you're joking. You've hit a roundabout and this person's turned right, you turn left. You can be similar. You can be a little bit ahead, but don't get too far ahead of them. Don't get too – I love that advice. Don't get too far ahead of your partner.
Well, you got to check in. It means you got to check in and see how things are going.
Yeah.
Okay? Tell me, connection obviously huge for humans as well. When do you feel most connected?
When I feel most connected, doing things that I love, being around people that build me up.
Who's your number one supporter?
My number one supporter, it's obviously the three men. Either my husband, my brother, and my dad. That's like my circle. I think that there might be.
We were talking about the inner circle before. The people who you actually, if they came to you and said, "Sophie, pull your head in," you might actually listen to them.
Joking. That's my three masculine. They're very they're masculine, intelligent, and sensitive men, and they're the people that I'd probably listen to. They're the people that I go to for advice. I've got a couple of best friends as well.
Yeah.
But they're like the OG, and then I've got a couple of best friends. I also as well, when you say staying connected, you be very careful who you divulge personal information to, because sometimes, so it's, like this tale, right? When you go to a friend and you talk about how bad your marriage is, well, they're eventually going to have an opinion about your partner or about them, or she's still there or he still goes out with her. Be very careful how much you divulge in your personal life to people to stay connected or disconnected, because they start to judge you.
Yeah, but that happens all the time. People can bitch about their partner, and then
you got to be very
they're with them for 10 years, and every single friend hates them.
Yeah, that's you got to be very
happens so
careful.
often,
That's right.
Yeah.
Be very careful with that. So make sure that when you are divulging personal information, that you don't do it so badly that you become disconnected from that person.
Yeah.
In terms of connection itself and receiving criticism and momentum and growth, stay true to yourself. Do what you love. And if something doesn't, I know this is so blasé. If something doesn't serve you, don't do it. People say that. It doesn't serve you, get rid of it.
Yeah.
I'm very big on next.
Ruthless.
I'm fucking ruthless.
Yeah.
I am ruthless. Next.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Life's too short, right?
Life is too short. You never know when it's gonna end. Life is too short. I agree with that. Do things you love.
Yeah.
And when you do things that you love and you feel aligned, you feel aligned, you feel content, you're not overwhelmed, you're not anxious, you're happy, you will draw those people in. And these people will not be intimidated or jealous or insecure by you. They will support you and they'll be in the corner going, let's go.
Yeah. How can people get aligned? I see a lot of people struggling with this, especially in this age. I see a lot of my friends super successful, making a lot of money.
Yep.
And they're like, I want to do something else, but they don't even know where to start.
Of course.
So how can these people find alignment? If they sometimes you can imprint other people's values into you.
Yep.
And you can live a life that's not authentic. Like you said, how do these people get to know themselves better?
But the thing is, you've got to ask yourself, why do you not feel aligned? So if these people you say you make a lot of money, where they work in a bank or they're a lawyer or they're a surgeon or whatever, maybe they're just doing this stuff for money. But if money drives you, money makes you happy, by all means.
100%.
But alignment is something deep within you.
Yeah.
Where you wake up, go, I've got a purpose. I like my life. I love my job. I love coming home. You could be a very sexual person and you hate your home life. Or you fucking hate your job, but you do it anyway. I think alignment comes deep-seated within you,
Yeah. And like you said, go spend some time by yourself and see what comes up.
Very powerful.
Yeah.
Also as well, don't take on people's feedback and criticism if it's constructive. But at the end of the day, whatever decision you make, you have to realize you have to live with that. So we've had people recently reach out that are going through marriage issues. Who am I to tell them, oh, just leave your husband? But how do I know how she's going to feel when she leaves her husband? I don't know that. Only you know that answer.
Yeah.
People will often come to you with a question they already know the answer to. They're looking for reassurance.
Yeah, you give them the answer they don't want to hear and they'll just keep looking for the person
Correct.
who's going to tell them.
But they already know what the answer is. Yeah. They know that. People already know when they ask you. It's like, do I put on weight?
Does anyone ever ask you that?
Yeah, of course they ask me that.
Yeah.
And
Did I put on weight? I thought they were asking, should I put on weight?
Yeah, no, they're asking me, have I put on weight?
Yeah. And you just straight up.
Yeah, you know the answer to that. If you're asking that, you already know the answer.
Yeah, you got to.
Do I look tired? Hey, was I a bit too much last night? Yeah, fucking oath you were. You know what I mean? Hey, was I super fucked up last night? Absolutely you were. You know that.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Hey, I was a bit psycho last night, wasn't I? Yeah, you were.
You're psycho every night.
You're a psycho every day.
All right, tell me, what's one belief that you have unlearned that has changed your life or helped you grow?
I'm not too much. I'm just right. Celeste Barber says that as well. Celeste Barber's another one.
She's a comedian, right?
She's a comedian. She does funny things. She's always been told she was too much. She's ADHD. She's all these things. And I'm not too much. I'm just enough. Fuck people that say you're too much.
Yeah.
You're not enough. Do I walk around and pull people out that are bloody on 50 milligrams of Lexapro and bloody lithium? Like, hey, sharpen up, mate. You look pretty flat today. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, wow.
When do you think you learned that?
When did I learn that?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had it pretty much my whole life. Are you always like this? Oh, have you been drinking? Are you on drugs? I've had something. You're drinking it all the time. What's she on? Life. You should learn to live your life. What do I say to those people? I say, I wish you all the best and catch me if you can.
Yeah. Come listen to the Full On podcast.
Come listen to the In Deep
That's the name
podcast.
of Sophie's podcast, by the way.
Yeah, you don't worry about me. It's Geoff's coming up the ranks now. You better watch out. You better watch out. We're in too deep.
In too deep, we're coming.
We're coming for you.
Right,
this is just the beginning.
Just the beginning, exactly.
That's it. How many years have you been doing this for?
I've just started again. So I was doing it back in the day when I had a gym.
Wonderful.
For a couple of years.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I stopped paying the hosting and I lost all those episodes.
Yes.
It would have been cool to see.
Yeah.
And that's back in the day when podcasting was a lot easier. It was less competitive.
Sure.
Now every man and his dog is a fucking podcast.
That-
then, that was still kind of late to the show and
Yep.
it was it was a lot easier to get
Yep.
listens and views and that sort of stuff. So should have kept it going, but look, I'm back in it. I've just started probably 6 months now.
Yep.
But the train doesn't stop, Sophie.
The train does not stop. It's in fashion now. It's like Pilates studio or matcha or a podcast. Isn't it true though? Don't you think?
Are you selling lots of matcha? Like matcha's a fucking thing.
pop
hey?
off.
Yeah.
Tastes like shit.
It's crazy.
It's grass, babe. We
I don't
do
mind
strawberry
it.
matcha as well.
Strawberry matchies.
Strawberry matcha on the bottom.
Fucking
But
hell.
I mean, it's funny because matcha is such a complex thing to make if you don't have the right recipe. Matcha has a recipe like coffee.
I had no idea.
How many grams
I
in,
thought it was
how
like
many
a
grams
fucking-
out.
Yeah, I
and
thought it was just a packet. You just chuck it
No,
in.
it's not a packet.
Okay.
No.
How the fuck do we get into making matcha? I don't know how that happened. But listen,
Yes.
I'm mindful of the time, Sophie.
Yeah, you're mindful of
I
time,
will
aren't we
have to
all?
come to the Central Coast and have a little matcha at your
Oh, do
cafe.
you?
I still haven't seen your cafe.
You need to come to the cafe.
Guys, shout out Albie's Cafe.
Shout
Is
out-
it at the entrance?
1 second, please. Albie's Coffee Bar located at the entrance on Tugger Parade.
Go down there, get a fucking matcha. Any discount codes for the matchas? or what?
Absolutely fucking not, but I'll be there. But I mean, also as well, our coffee is incredible. Our toasties, guys, can I just say, Geoff's mindful of time. I don't give a fuck about his time at the moment.
thinking your time.
I just want to say quickly, our toasties are, you start creaming. You know what I mean? You start pulsating.
What's the best toast you've got?
So we have toasties that are made with actual fresh produce from a providor and not just go to Coles, right, get some sliced ham. We have this toasty, right? It's a margarita. It's got 3 different types of cheese with nap sauce and oregano.
It's called, isn't it called Tre Fromage? Quatre Fromage.
Quatre Formaggio?
You Tre Fromage.
Yeah, we're not on Double Bay, babe. We're on the Central Coast.
So
Sorry
you're
about
only
that, Geoff. Yeah, okay. So Geoff's really sort of showing he judged me then on that. No, it's not Quai Formaggio. No, it's a toasty and it's a margarita. But guess what? I add ham and mushrooms and it tastes like a pizza. I had it today and I was full for at least 90 minutes.
It might be worth the hour and a half drive.
You're joking, babe. It's a place to be. Albie's Coffee Bar.
Okay.
Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. till midday.
Let's
See you
do
at the
it.
lake. Don't be fake.
Are there any other messages you would like to leave the people with today, Miss Sophie Handsaker?
In this wild world of ours, I call it a jungle. Look after yourself. Be kind to yourself. And see this thing in our heads up here, this brain? It wants to tell us all these thoughts and stories. It wants to tell us a narrative that necessarily is not true. You want to choose the good thoughts, get rid of the bad thoughts. Choose to have the good thoughts. Don't live in a state of despair and fuck, wake up like this, wake up like that. No, I wake up, I get to live today. How lucky am I going to take my kid to school? How lucky am I that I get to go change people's lives in the gym and train 6 clients a day? Don't look at it from a negative. Have a bit of optimism.
Yeah.
We can't all be like, optimistic in a way that we live in a world that's not reality, but choose positive thoughts.
Yeah.
Be positive.
I love that. And a great reframe for that is, we find ourselves going, I have to go do this. I have to do that. Just reframe that to I get to. Right. So
Geoff?
when I'm wiping my daughter's ass, I'm going, fucking hell, this little human is too young to wipe her own ass. I have to wipe her ass. I go, I get to wipe her ass.
Yes.
She's my beautiful little daughter.
Yes.
One day she's going to probably when she turns 13, she's not going to talk to me for probably 10 years.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So enjoy wiping the ass.
Think
while
of all
I
the
can.
people trying to have a child that can't, and you've got
Exactly.
these 2 gorgeous little girls.
Yeah. Beautiful.
You just have to remember that, baby. You've got to reframe your thoughts.
100%.
There's
Sophie
a positive.
Handsaker, how do the people catch up with you if they'd like to see you on socials?
Oh my goodness. I thought you'd never ask.
I know, you're waiting for this.
How do people catch up with me? There are a couple of platforms. Fitness by Sophie is one of my pages, and that's full on podcast. But also as well, if you want to come see me at the cafe, Albie's Coffee Bar, and also as well, Plus Fitness, the entrance. I'm a trainer there as well.
Let's fucking do it.
So if you're on the Central Coast and you want to get fit and you want to fuck things up, I'm your girl. Because I don't know if you can zoom into that, bro. That is,
Let's
you
see.
don't,
I
can you
think,
zoom into that?
We can get the guys to zoom in on that.
Far
for sure.
out, bro. Get into that, Mitch. Look
She's
at that,
jacked.
bro.
She's no ab stacker,
Babe,
but
I'm not. Oh, good.
female
Yeah,
ab stacker.
Judgement.
We're gonna
You
get the
hear
ab.
that?
We're gonna get the ab stacker on here. Actually,
We're going to get the ab. Come, shout out to Abstacker Ben
want him on, yeah.
Handsaker from Bondi.
Sophie's brother.
Yeah, Sophie's brother.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, peace out. It's a pleasure, Sophie.
Always
I'm
a
sure We're
pleasure.
gonna have you again. Let's see if we can rustle some feathers with this.
It's always a pleasure. Never a chore, Geoff. Thank you, darling.
All right, see you, babe.
Bye.